Hello YouTube, my name is Seamus Cuddihy and I'm a sculptor. I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've discovered recently about a material called Scotch Brite and their radial bristle discs. So I'm going to turn the camera right down to my desk here. Okay, so this is the product I'm talking about. I have to say I have no shares in Scotch Brite or 3M, but these are fantastic little discs that are great for abrading or sanding back or fine polishing, in fact, even for sculpture work. Once you've done a cast, say in jesmonite or bronze resin or something like that. So they come as discs in various diameters. You can see on the desk over here I've got 2-inch and 1 inch and even ½ inch. So they're impregnated pieces of plastic bristles that are impregnated with a special abrasive, and it's fantastic. They come in various grits, the equivalent of like 80 grit right the way up to 14,000, which is 1 micron. Not that you ever want to go there. So I've really just got yellow, white, red and blue, and so that's what I'm going to show you. I've been working with this little bronze sculpture, which is cast in jesmonite with a flex metal bronze finish on the top, and I've already rubbed it back a little bit with wire wool, but I want to show you that this works a treat. So I've got my little discs mounted on little hand pieces that are attached to my Fordom machine. That's F-O-R-E-D-O-M. It's a flexible arm, fantastic little machine, and I've got it foot operated, so it leaves both of my hands free. So I've got a few different heads. You can see this is a single white one mounted, but you can actually mount several discs so you get a wider coverage. Like in this brown one or red one has got about 3 discs loaded there. So it depends on what you're trying to do. This one's just got 2 loaded, so I can get down into nooks and crannies. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of that. Let me get into place, get my feet sorted out, and see if you're able to see this on the video. So you don't have to go very fast, and you can go down in here and you can see how it brings the metal out. Now I've actually polished some of this with a fabric wheel as well, so I'm going to take some of that back just to show you how this does abraded. So you can see as I take it away, it's taking off the fine polish. Yeah, so you keep moving it, because if you stay in one place you might actually get some lines going through. It depends on which level, which abrasives you're using at the time. So I'm going to change that handle now and go for a large one. Okay, so same principle exactly. You can see it's doing the job there very, very nicely. So this will bring out the metal. If you've worked with bronze resin and you want to rub it back to bring out the metal so that you can then treat it with chemicals, this is actually jesmonite that I've cast this one. It's my first one trying jesmonite, which is actually quite a nice product, I have to say. And so I'm just bringing the metal out now. And this white one is the equivalent of 120 grit. So if I went for a blue one, that would be the equivalent of 400 grit. So the blue is 400. Now I wanted to say something actually about these brass brushes or copper brushes. I tried these and I thought, well, this will do it as well. But in fact, what it did was it just left a deposit of the bristles themselves on the material, and what looked like metal wasn't really the metal of the product coming through. It was actually the color or the metal coming off the bristle brushes themselves. So I didn't find that to be particularly as good. So, whereas these Scotch Brite pads or discs are fantastic. So I hope you find this useful. I'm going to polish this up now as well. I've got loaded on my drill here a cloth, soft cloth for polishing up. I do have one of these on a machine mounted on a desk as well. But just to give you an idea how this will polish up, and you can see the results yourself. Right, make sure you can see it. But you can see that's polishing up very nicely. And you don't have to go fast at this, otherwise it heats up too much, and that becomes counterproductive. But you see, it's coming up, becoming a very nice finish, bringing out the metal. What I'll do is I'll wax that later, but I've got to polish the rest of it. Let's do a little bit more on the head. Okay, that'll do for now. There goes my telephone, so I'm going to stop the video here. Thank you for watching.